Good morning. Welcome to a bitterly cold day 76 on the PCT. We just finished the mile-plus ascent of Glen Pass. We're standing on the top of it now with this view. It is 6:47 a.m. Yep, just a little over a mile in, and now you can see the boot tracks heading down the hill over there. We gotta go down into the valley. Hopefully we continue to have some sunshine to warm us up. We've got multiple layers on. Hands are pretty darn cold. Alright, we'll check in with you later. Java making her way down. It is a steep hillside. Trail of melting ice. Well, it's not too hard to walk in, really. Nice lake down there. Water. Java trying to make her way down the switchbacks. Hopefully it won't be too much longer before we're at the bottom. We just came from down, up there. Had to scramble down some of that mess up there, across some snow, switchbacks, rocks, sliding down where the switchbacks were inaccessible. A little mess, but as far as a mess is concerned, it was better than Forester Pass was. It definitely wasn't easy. Water crossing of the day. This area is called, or these lakes are called Ray, R-A-E, lakes. And this is actually a creek running between the two. I don't remember what it's called. Assuming that later in the season, as things dry, this is probably you might be able to just rock hop across this, or it may not be flowing at all. Water crossing number 2. Oh, I saw a fish. Yeah, decent size. Probably, I don't know, 7-8 inches. So there were reports of this one just kind of being deeper. But we're here early in the day. It's 10 o'clock now. So it's not waist deep. What did you say? I didn't even understand that. Maybe one of you did and can help me out.
Where is it? You'll be fine. You're past the deep part. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the strongest one we've been through yet, which is really, in comparison to some videos we've seen from other people, it's not that bad. This is Baxter Creek, about 11 a.m. going through an area now that is apparently avalanche damage. You can see the trees bent over. Came from up the hillside there, I guess. Everything's bent the same direction on that side. Of course, things are bent the other direction on the other side, so I guess there was more than one avalanche. Alright, so the damage got a little worse. As you can see, trail's completely blocked for that section. And we had to go up high. Followed the trail that other people have done. Up across there, down through the brush, and back over here to the trail. Right, that's what I was thinking. The ones at the Boy Scout camps are much worse.
It does have a lot more sway than you think.
Alright, now we gotta figure out how to cross this. One of the feeders for that water slide we were looking at earlier. Yeah. And then there's the trail, and it's all the water running off of it too. Trail is just water running off of that hill all the way down here, and then of course there's more coming off the hillside here. It's just all this snow melt, everything running down into that water slide. This one was a little bit more treacherous downstream at the trail. Yeah. So we came up here, up the hill a little bit, and it's found a shallower spot. All right, here's the wrap up for day 76.
Whew.
76. 14-mile day, which is not a tremendous amount. But it was a tough day. It took us 8.5 hours to do those 14 miles. And we had about, 3,500 feet of ascent, today. And I think feels like all that was at the very end. Yeah.
Well, I mean, it wasn't. We climbed over Glen today.
Yeah.
So.
Yep. So the first thing we did was did the 1.1 miles up and over Glen Pass, or up to the top of Glen Pass, and making noise there. That going up wasn't so bad. It was just bitterly cold.
It was cold.
So cold.
Yeah, and the wind was blowing. It was pretty. It was gusting.
Yeah, and we had multiple layers on.
Yes, we did.
But the hands were the worst.
Well, we're sweating, so parts of your body are warm, and other parts are freezing.
Yes. Yeah, my hands were really cold.
Yeah.
But anyway, we got to the top. It was nice. It was a nice view up there. We didn't stay too long because it was so cold. But the sun was on the other side, so that did help once we got up there. But then we had to descend.
Yes. And that's the reason why we woke up earlier, before the sunrise, if you will, and then didn't linger too long at the pass itself because of the sun beating down on the snow.
Right.
It was a lot of snow.
A lot of snow.
And it was a pretty steep descent.
Yeah, and fortunately that first section of going down the snow was deep, so we were kind of walking through a channel of snow, which helped.
Yes, we did have our spikes on as well.
Yeah, had our spikes. But yeah, once we got down farther, though, that's kind of when it got a little sketchy.
Yes, well, and there were boulders then. There's like this field of boulders embedded.
A couple of them.
Yeah, throughout the course. And wearing micro spikes on boulders, there's no traction whatsoever.
Yeah.
You're just kind of sketching and scratching around. So.
Yeah, there's no traction whatsoever. So it's, the spikes are great for the snow, but you can't take them off and then walk 10 steps and put them back on. And so anyway, so we made it down safely, obviously, because here we are. But
it was a rough descent.
Yeah, it was tough. It was, by the time we got down the other side, that was about 2 miles of trail. It was a little less for us just because switchbacks are inaccessible and things like that. So, but whatever, it was 2 miles of trail, and we had to take a short break.
I think it took us like 3 hours to do those 2 miles.
It took a long time. Yeah, took a long.
I looked at my watch. I'm like, what?
Yeah, we started at what?
I still had 12 miles to go today.
Yeah, 5. We started probably about 20 after 5 or so, something like that. I forget. And
we had better intentions. But
it was we summited. It was 6:45 when we summited, and I forget when it was when we got down, but it was a long time.
9ish, maybe.
Yeah. So anyway, but then we had nice,
lovely,
long, flat stretch of trail for the most part. Obviously there's ups and downs with every trail, but
it was technical though. It was rocky. Today was rocky. Yeah. Throughout the entire 14 miles, it seemed like it was much more technical and high steps and things like that to kind of clamber and climb over.
Not only the rocks though, the water.
The water.
We had so much water on trail today.
Our feet were either freezing cold or wet the entire day.
The whole day, right up to the end.
Yeah.
But and of course.
And there was no helping it.
Yeah, water makes mud, so there was lots of mud as well. So and there was also ice at the beginning of the day when it was so cold. But anyway, so we had all forms of water today. I think.
We went past 3 lakes though, which was beautiful.
Yeah, it was gorgeous. Yeah.
Yeah, it was really lovely.
So. Yeah, that was really nice. I think a lot of locals like to come up and go fishing in there.
Yeah.
Probably more so when they can more easily get over the pass.
When there's no snow.
Yeah, when there's no snow. But yeah, it's gorgeous over there. And we had to walk through some of the water that fed those lakes. And anyway, so you'll see the videos of the water crossings. We had quite a few of them. There was a bunch of them I didn't even bother video because there were just so many. Anyway, then we got to the last 4 miles of the day. Actually, before that, we had avalanche.
Oh, that's true. A lot of debris.
Yeah, there's just trees down all over the place across, just covering the trail. Yeah. And so we had to find. Fortunately, a lot of other hikers have gone through, so there were paths up and around and through all that. It was kind of difficult to get through that section. It was short. It wasn't too long.
It was a half mile, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
It was about half a mile.
Probably about a half a mile, yeah.
Yeah, so that slowed us down as well. We just kind of couldn't get a good momentum.
Right, all day.
Because we do get a straightaway, and they were like, right, and then it's boulder.
Yeah.
Or quick incline, or, anyway. So.
And then we got to the last 4 miles, and we're like, we're getting, we're almost done. We're already tired because of all the technical stuff, but the last 4 miles were up.
A lot of switchbacks up.
Yeah.
A lot of steep stuff.
Yeah.
So.
There was steep. Fortunately, every once in a while we'd be able to catch our breath on a little bit of flat, but yeah, we really slowed down on that last section, those last couple of miles. So
we pushed though.
Yeah, we
got to where we wanted to be, so that's nice.
Yep. So. So here we are. We're a couple of miles now. We have to do kind of the same thing as tomorrow, and again the next day. Tomorrow we start out going up and over Pinchot Pass, and I forget how many miles it is from here, 2.5, 3, something like that.
I think so. That's what you said.
Yeah, so it'll be kind of a repeat of the morning at least. I don't know what the other side looks like yet.
I don't think it's as bad.
Hopefully,
yeah.
Okay.
Just looking at comments.
Okay, so hopefully we'll be able to have a nice, easier day tomorrow. It would be nice just to give us a little bit of a break. But it was gorgeous. Like I said, lots of water. My obviously trail name Goodwater. I love to see the water. I love to see there was so much of it.
We were drowning in it today.
Yeah, but and the water slide and everything just running off the mountains. I just love to see all that stuff. I could take pictures of that all day long. So anyway, so I think that's pretty much it for 76. And we hit 800 miles today.
That's right, yeah.
Just about 5 miles ago, we hit our 800-mile mark. So that was great.
Finally.
Yeah, 18. Well, as of that point, we have 1,850 to go. So
only
still a lot, but we're getting there. We're getting there. So, all right. You want to give a...
Yeah, so our shout out is not only that, a shout out, but it is also a public service announcement for our good friend number 2 pencil, Russ Massa, the herd hiker.
Herd hiker.
I mean, how many aliases does this man have? Anyway, this gentleman that we met on the Appalachian Trail, and if you recall from prior postings and mentionings, we hiked with him for a little bit here on the PCT. He is anti-rain pant, but I'm going to put a shout out right now for the rain pant, because not only did we need it for insulation this morning with that wind, but also glissading and just kind of shimmying down steep sections of snow and things like that. So I don't know that we would need it out here on the PCT for rain, which is obviously what you would carry it for, but it was definitely nice to have them today for many reasons.
In this section, number 2, if you come out here and do the Sierras, bring rain pants. That's all we got to say.
That's it.
Yep. So, also, so I will put in the comments the link to number 2's YouTube channel as well. So go please check that out, and he's got a lot of good stuff out there from the Appalachian Trail and everything else that he does. I think he's doing some stuff in Arizona right now, so and doing some postings from that. So glad we got to catch up with you for a while here on this trail, number 2, and hope you're doing well. And the herd hiker. That's where that's his channel. So check it out. All right, have a good night, everyone. All right, campsite tour. Here we are set up. We chose this spot with the trees because we are pretty high up. We're over 10,000 feet. I'm not sure where we are, but it's pretty open. I'll show you in a second. So there is a good breeze going, but we have this gorgeous view here of a little I don't know, meadow, I guess, at the foot of this gorgeous huge mountain here. There's lots of space here. There's a tent site back there. There's all this space out here, again, with really nice views of the mountains all around. We've got another hiker coming in as well. So this is our site for the night. Of course, drying out our laundry as we always do at the end of the day. All right, have a good night.